You're listening to The Marne Report.
Well, hey, Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield. It's Molly back at it again with this week's edition of the Marne Report Podcast. And boy, do we have a special edition for you guys today, because here with me, I have our brand new Garrison Command Sergeant Major Capindo, who is going to just tell us all about himself. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Good to be here, Molly. Thank you.
So, it's your first official week on the job. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've had probably a rare opportunity here with being pre-positioned since January. So I've been sitting in the seat with Sergeant Major Buchanan, getting to know the installation. So since late January till now, but being officially in the seat, I feel good. I'm been observing, and I'm eager and ready to get out there and engage with the community.
Well, we're so happy to have you on the team, so welcome.
Good to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your background, right? So where are you from, first of all, and then where has the Army taken you throughout your journey?
Okay, so born and raised from the island of Guam, little tiny island in the Pacific, part of the Micronesian Islands. But I was born and raised there. I'm an Army engineer, been an Army engineer, came in active duty June of 2000. I've been stationed from Washington State, Hawaii, Kentucky, Germany, Texas, and Korea, and now currently here. I'm married, been married for 23 years. My wife's name is Fong, and I have 2 beautiful daughters and a granddaughter.
That's awesome. So how old are your daughters and your granddaughter?
So Kayla is 26 and Leia is 22. They both reside in Washington State. They're both beautiful, independent girls doing their own thing and contributing to society.
Awesome. And how about that grandbaby?
Oh, Kaya, she is great. It was awesome to have her here for the change of responsibility. She got to get some of that nice Georgia weather, but it was great to see her. Kaya is 6 months, and I love her. She means the world to me.
Oh, that's wonderful. You get to do it all over again now, right? Like, you've got grown daughters, and here you have a little baby again.
That's right. I get to spoil them, me and Grandma, and then turn them back to the parents.
Send her home. That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about your leadership style.
Okay, my leadership style is, one, is leading by example. You know, I feel it's very important for me to, one, not only talk about the Army core values, but to also live by them. I was raised with a family from the Philippines. Both mom and dad were from the Philippines, so respect was a number one thing. It was respect my elders, respect my siblings, respect my just all my relatives. So my leadership style is lead by example. I'm very engaging. I definitely want to get to know individuals first on a personal basis and establish a relationship. So I'm an engaged leader. Yeah, that's me and my leadership style.
Great. So, you know, you've been to a lot of different installations, and a lot of those places I'm sure that you've led soldiers. How do you feel about leading such a unique workforce of civilians now in this garrison position?
Oh, yeah, this is a very unique position. I definitely want to thank first the IDR team, because they provided me onboarding prior to coming on board. Gave me some tools for my toolkit to work with the civilian workforce, and how to really kind of mold my leadership into working with these great civilians. And, you know, most of them are retired military, so we can relate. But I'm excited. This is not my first time, though, working with civilians. I was stationed in Fort Knox, Kentucky with the engineer branch of human resources, and that was the first time I've ever worked with the civilian workforce. I had an idea, but not to this capacity, but I'm definitely looking forward to it with the team here.
Oh, yeah, and this is a super fun team to be on, so we're happy to have you. So Do you have any priorities or anything that you are looking most forward to accomplishing while you're sitting in your seat as the Fort Stewart Garrison Command Sergeant Major?
I do. I think my first priority is to build the relationships with the units on post, the families, the civilians, the different directorates. I believe going into this position that the relationships piece is going to be the important part. So that's what I look forward to. I want to get down into the organizations, from the brigade leaderships down to the battalion, to even as low as I can get, just to let them know that, hey, this is the garrison and this is the garrison's mission, because there's a lot of processes out there that the organizations and the units just don't sometimes understand, and they're friction points, and I believe that I've got to educate the formations about that. But I think the relationship piece is an important part. The BOSS program, Better Opportunity for Single Soldiers, is one that I want to get into. The quality of life with our barracks, and improving with the housing just as well. So I want to get out there and engage with the community and help with as much as I can from what the garrison provides as far as the services.
Sure, yeah, and I think you're going to be pretty busy, huh? Because, helping, be the voice for the single soldier, that, advocate for the single soldier, and then the housing issues that are, that topic is never going to go away. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be a busy man.
I will be.
You sound like you're up for the task, though,
I am.
So that's good. So do you read at all?
I pick up a book here and then. Not as often, but I do read a book here and there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you have any favorites that you'd like to suggest for us to pick up and read?
Yeah, I would suggest Colin Powell's book was one of the last books that I've read, and it really did provide his unique perspective on leadership, dealing with soldiers, civilians, and really what he had as far as challenges. So that book from Colin Powell, I would definitely recommend to anybody, especially for our leaders out there, to kind of get his perspective on how he led his formations and some of the challenges that he had.
Sure. Yeah, I have not read that one yet, but it is definitely on my list. Mm-hmm. So good to know that you suggest it too.
That's right.
All right. Okay, so let's do some fun questions now,
okay.
Right? So you told us about your kids and your wife. Do you have any cool hobbies?
I'm not sure if they're cool. I do like to spend time in the gym, making sure that I'm physically fit, and it makes me feel good, and it's something that my wife and I do together often. So going to the gym is one of my big hobbies. As far as other hobbies that I might be picking up, playing golf. We are right across the golf course here. I've gone to the driving range a few times, but it does look good. But I think it's one of those hobbies, if I pick it up, it might be a hobby that will last forever and ever, and I might be pouring some money into it.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not when you're right across the street from the golf course?
That's right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, do you like sports?
I do. I grew up playing sports. I played football, basketball, a little bit of baseball, but I love sports. I love playing intramural sports. I haven't played in an intramural league in a while. The last time I played was back in 2016. But football and basketball are two of my favorite sports.
All right. So who are your favorite pro teams?
All right. So football, NFL. I'm a Las Vegas Raiders fan.
All right.
Yeah, go Raiders. Uh-huh. For the NBA, I follow the Los Angeles Lakers. That was a team that I picked up just from my dad, watching them in the 80s, and I just picked up on it. And then for baseball, I follow the Los Angeles Dodgers. So you kind of see a little trend there.
Little West Coast trend
That's right.
going on there. Okay. All right. right. Respectable teams.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, do you have a nickname by chance?
I do. So, a lot of my military friends would call me Cap. They would just say, it was hard for them to pronounce my last name, so I would be called Cap. So, from a soldier's perspective, they would always call me Cap, or I would say my peers or battle buddies, they would call me Cap. And then when I was in the Sergeant Major Academy, that's what I would write in my little name tag was, what do you want us to call you? I'd be like, well, Cap's easy. My first name is spelled Ely, and then people would pronounce it Eli. And sometimes I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna fix them. They're just gonna keep calling me Eli. So now it's like, all right, it's Ellie, but you could call me Cap. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'll go by Cap. If you really know me, like my good friends call me Ellie, or they'll just call me L.
L.
Yeah.
L Cap.
Yeah.
Sounds like a rapper name.
Yeah.
All right, Sergeant Major Cap. Cool. Okay, so here's one. If time and money were absolutely no object, what would your dream vacation be?
Wow. It'd be definitely somewhere on a beach. Nice white sandy beach, clear crystal waters. So I'm thinking, maybe somewhere, probably Hawaii, but not Oahu, maybe the Big Island somewhere on the nice beach, calm waters. Yeah, that would be my dream vacation.
Yeah.
Just
Do you
relaxing.
surf?
I don't surf. Yeah, I go out and fish with my father-in-law when we go back home to Guam. He takes us out on his boat. I like to jet ski whenever I get the opportunity to. Snorkeling, swimming, really just hanging out in the beach with my family.
Enjoying
my
that
wife
weather.
will tell you, oh, you don't like to go to the beach, but I do like to go to the beach.
Why does she say that, you think?
Because every time we would go back home to Guam, we'd be focused on family.
Yeah.
So if you're in an island surrounded by water, so we never really took those opportunities when we were living on the island to really hit the beach. But as soon as you move away from the island, it's like, oh man, remember those beautiful beaches back home? So yeah, we definitely like to take advantage. And we're going to take advantage of being here in the coastal empire with the beaches around us. We've already gone to Tybee. We've gone to Jekyll. We want to make our way down to the Florida coast as well.
Oh, yeah, so pretty down there. I was going to say, we can't promise you beautiful white sandy beaches and crystal clear water, but we can promise you a beach and water.
Yes, and warm weather.
And warm weather, yeah. And currently, a lot of rain.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, we're not in a drought. Okay, so I agree. I think I'd go to the beach, too, somewhere warm with a fruity beverage and,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
sea, sun.
That's right. Just a vacation to not do nothing but relax.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, unplug.
That's it.
Yeah, totally. All right, so I was about to ask you about coastal Georgia, right? You're visiting the beaches, but is there anything else that you're looking forward to doing now that you're in this area?
Yeah, I'm looking at northern Georgia with the Appalachian Mountains, getting out to the camping sites there. We've looked at a few already, and we've got a few in mind. Don't ask me the names yet. I haven't really remembered them, but we have a few, and my wife and I are looking forward to getting out there and really camping out. We were going to invest in a RV trailer, but we're going to rough it for a little bit, and we have our tents, we have our sleeping bags, but that's one thing we definitely want to get out there and see some of the camping areas that are out there. There's a few that I've seen that are like sit on the riverbeds. So, yeah. So those are ones that I really want to get after is camping right by a river and just hearing the water and relaxing.
So outdoorsy vibes. That's what I'm thinking.
That's
of.
right.
You like to be outside. Yep. Nothing wrong with that. Fresh air.
Yeah.
All right. So is there anything else that you want to add?
Yeah, I've gone out to Savannah a few times, and I definitely want to get out into Atlanta as well and really see what they have to offer there. I know there's other areas around that I want to get after and take a look at as well. I've been told that Ben Affleck flies into Wright Army Airfield sometimes.
Indeed, he does.
Yeah.
Yep. He's got a very nice home in the area.
I heard that. But no, there's a tons of things on the to-do list while I'm out here. So I'm pretty excited being out here. We are dealing with some rain, but I think it's not a constant. You get your sun breaks, and
yes. Yep, and it's keeping it cool.
It is.
Right, which is nice because normally this time of year it's hotter than the surface of the sun outside. So, there's our silver lining right there,
That's
right? With all the rain. Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me for a little bit and, letting all of us get to know who Sergeant Major Cap is. Is there any other message that you'd like to give to, the workforce and to Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield before we sign off?
Yeah, I definitely want to get out there and, like I said, engage with everyone out there. I told my instructor at the brigade pre-command course that I didn't want to be just another face on the wall. I wanted to be able to get out there and engage with you and just let you know that, hey, I'm here for you, for the workforce, for the soldiers, for the leaders, because I have a unique position here. So I want to embrace that, and I want to make sure that the Garrison serves the community and we support the 3rd Infantry Division and all the tenant units that are on the post as well. But I thank you, Molly, for this. I thank the public affairs team. This is a first for me, but exciting times are ahead, and I look forward to more of these engagements with you and getting out there and really meeting a lot of the soldiers and civilians out there.
Well, we are so excited. We cannot wait to go on this big adventure with you.
I'm ready.
Again, welcome to Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield. We are just super stoked to, spend a couple years with you. And that would be it for this week's edition of the Marne Report Podcast. Thank you so much again. And, that's all, folks. We will talk at you again next time. This is Molly, signing off.
If you have an idea on how to make Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield better, the Marne Innovation Team wants to hear it. Dedicated to identifying capability gaps within the 3rd Infantry Division, the Marne Innovation Team has partnered with engineers from Georgia Tech to help solve today's problems with today's technology. Soldiers, Department of Defense civilians, and family members are invited to take their ideas to Marne Innovation Center's Makerspace to plan and develop a prototype with the team. No idea is too small. Help improve daily life on the installation. Submit your idea today.